If you can simplify your putting stroke, you are likely to get better results. Now, what does that mean? Simple putting stroke is one where that club face and the path are not doing anything too extreme, where they're actually working much simpler. Now, there is one particular thing we're going to focus on today that is going to help you do that. It's very simple to do, and if you can practice it at home and then start to make a difference to your putting stroke, and that is where you position the handle in the palm of your hands. To some extent, regardless of what putting grip style you tend to go for, whether you reverse overlap, whether you're more traditional, whatever it is, this still has a reference and a bearing, okay? Now, it's simply this. What we want to do is place the putter in a way in our hand so that a putter shaft and our arms start to work as one unit. And what that means is that actually even, let me just point you down again a little bit here, is that even if I have some movement in my wrists in the stroke, that actually what we're looking for is that putter face to still stay pretty square. Now that is different to the putter face rotating a lot this way. We want to minimize that as much as possible, or any other form of rotation. We want to minimize that as much as possible, because if we can keep the putter face pretty square throughout, then we're going to have much more chance of holding those putts and getting it online. The way you position the handle in your palms is going to make a difference to that. So here's what we're looking for. We're looking for the forearm and the putter to be in line. Now you actually will see, or used to see, some people putting that way and then clamping it, okay? Now, all we're going to do is simply slide that down. You'll see the lifeline here. Let me just come in nice and tight here. You'll see the lifeline there. We want to basically let that handle go into that lifeline there. So the thumb and the thumb pad is actually on top of the handle. Now what you'll notice when I do that, only my fingertips are now on the side of the handle there. And actually there is a gap here, which to me is the complete opposite of a golf swing grip, okay? But it's really good for the putting here. It keeps a nice sensitive putting grip. It puts the club in line with the forearm, which now means that that shaft and wrist are in line, so that actually, even if, let me just lower you down here a little bit more, that even if I have some movement in my wrist, that's still going to keep that putter face pretty square. That's going to be a simpler stroke. Look at that there, okay? So even if there is movement, I'm not promoting you should have that movement, but if some came in, you're still likely to keep that putter face a lot squarer. Now, it's the same with the right hand. The right hand, we want that lifeline there. We want the club going through there, bring it up, and then you're going to hold it here. Now, again, for many of you, that may feel much more in your fingertips of the right hand. Your right hand and wrist may feel more to the side of the handle than what you're used to. But in a sense, I've now got the club going through the lifeline of both hands. If I open them up, that's what they look like. I can actually putt with both hands in like a clapping position here, a praying position, and just putt that way. Okay, that actually is really all we're after. We're just sliding them apart in the lifeline there, and then actually we get the same effect. When you practice, by the way, this way, which is a great way to practice, again, what it does, it helps you to be able to use your back and your shoulders more to control the stroke rather than doing it too much through your hands and your arms, because it's very wobbly if you do that. So if you can have your hands in this position, practice it there, not only is it helping you get closer to the right grip, it's also going to help you use your whole body in that putting stroke rather than it being much too handsy. Okay, so you've got a couple of things all in one there. Isn't that beautiful? A few lessons all in one. The way you position the club in your hand through that lifeline is going to be important. That gets the forearm in line with the shaft there. But you can see if I extend it out there, it's pretty much one line. If I go to a normal golf grip here, you can see there's a change there. That's what allows part of the rotation in the wrist, which we do not want for the putting stroke. That makes sense. So here for the putting stroke, in alignment there with the forearm, that's going to simplify the wrist action. Same with the right hand here. They're in alignment there. The other thing, by the way, when you do this, for some of you, you may feel like the putter actually is slightly raised compared to where it normally would be. Because if I go to the golf grip, it's going to be down here more. Through the lifeline of both hands here in the palms, it's going to be maybe slightly more upright. Now, providing the sole of the putter is still flat on the ground, then that's great. That's what you're looking for. All right, so through the lifeline, there's your checkpoint. Yes, the hands may feel up a little bit more there. You can then use the putting drill by putting your hands together in that clapping position. Just keep them like that. Don't hold it too firm. Let the shoulders and back begin to move that whole triangle of your arms and your hands together, and you'll be heading towards a much simpler golf putting stroke, which therefore hopefully means you're going to roll that ball on line more, get it out the center of the face more, which again, we often forget that with putting. We still want it coming out the center of the face for the putter. That strike's going to hold it on line much better, and you definitely will hold more putts. So I hope you found that useful. Practice it at home. Let us know how you get on. Love to hear your feedback on whether it helps you, what your questions are about it. As always, share it with others, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.